dig route and turn it up and house call it and deuce it. No. But everybody that knows, there's a lot of teams I can point to that doesn't
Valdez
have
Scantling, maybe if you use them a certain. No. Yeah.
No, that's
But
different.
he'll get behind the defense, though.
No, Tyreek Hill, he'll get behind the defense.
Yeah, and Tyreek Hill could do that, and also.
Yeah, but Tyreek Hill's situation is a little bit different. You can put him on a shallow cross on your 20, and he can take it the other 80 by himself once he turned the corner.
That's not Juju. It's not.
There's
MVS.
one of one on teams. He's the only guy in the league that really is doing that.
Yeah,
nobody else is doing that.
I'll go 0-2. Here's my only question. In the moment of truth, and I know Travis Kelce.
Antonio Brown's rapping.
Travis Kelce is that dude. And I think the fact that he doesn't have Tyreek Hill is making Mahomes a better quarterback. He's being forced to kind of train himself as a better quarterback, right? I wonder in the moment of truth come playoff time, though, when everything's breaking down in spite of whatever else, and you don't have – that's what I'm waiting to see to prove it. And you don't have Tyreek there to make some magic play happen. What happens then? That's the only question I have. But as of now, I got to say 0.
All right, New England Patriots, how much do they need another wide receiver, Key? 0, 50, or to the max?
Didn't they just pick up the kid from Isabella? Didn't they?
I think they did.
Yeah, they picked up Isabella, right? Didn't they? I think they did. The kid that got cut by Arizona. No, they 0, because New England doesn't value the wide receiver position like that. They go and get him a Max Kellerman, put him right there, throw him 100 balls, 5 yards a pop.
He's a Hall of Famer.
You said that, I did. But they have a certain philosophy in what they do offensively where they don't value the big-time wide receiver. Like the big-time wide receiver that they've ever had was Randy Moss.
And they didn't win the Super Bowl, by the way. They went undefeated and didn't win the Super Bowl.
That's just not what they want to do. Yeah. And that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that.
It's like what you said about Tyreek Hill with the Chiefs, right? Like, and who did Brady have? The tight end. And who does Mahomes now have? The tight end.
Yeah, it's just different philosophy.
Yeah, I'm gonna go 0. I do believe when it comes to New England Patriots, those 2 tight ends have to step up a lot more. Those guys haven't been what they thought they were going to be when they brought them over in free agency. Hunter Henry and Jonnu Smith. Right? And
Jonnu's been in and out of the lineup,
and I played with Jonnu in Tennessee. He's one of the most athletic guys that I've been around. You talk about size, strength, and speed. So I've really been disappointed with the way he's been playing since he's joined New England.
Well, when they acquired both of them, they thought past history. They figured
Gronk,
Aaron Hernandez and Gronk.
Right.
Yeah.
But, so
it didn't work out that way.
So far, no good.
Although, yeah, those guys, but I think a lot of it is you're kind of hoping a little bit. Like, those guys are good. They're good. Maybe they can be great.
No, they were good. They were good prior to coming to New England. That's why New England paid them the money to go get them.
Was Jonnu in Cleveland at the time, right?
No, he was in Tennessee with Harry.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
But right now, you're talking about Hunter Henry has 95 yards receiving, and Jonnu Smith has 58.
Yeah.
You had 5 weeks of football.
But it's a product of the system as well.
Jonnu Smith supposed to have more than 58
get the ball
yards.
to the tight end. So.
Yeah, but not with Joe Judge and Matt Patricia trying to figure out how to call plays.
That's a good point.
With Mr. Z at quarterback.
It's
a good point.
And Mr. Z.
Well, Mr. Z. It's a good nickname.
It's funny, man.
Zappy?
Yeah, Zappy. I can say Zappy, but I'd rather call him Mr. Z. It just feels better.
Do you know that...
or Dr. Z.
You know who's approaching...
I like Dr. Z.
You know who's approaching that seat right now?
Who?
We're going to talk to in a matter of moments. Where is he? There he is. Jeff Saturday is making his way into the studio. You can come right in, Jeff, and sit down. They'll get you all set up. There he is.
Looking good, too, my man. Looking good, my man.
He's sneaking in.
I kind of feel I'm a little upset.
They tried to jump on me this morning, Jeff.
Jeff is a Braves fan.
They tried to jump on me.
We're going to talk NFL, but Jeff, I'm sure, has some stuff to get off his chest with
I'm not
his Atlanta Braves.
Right I'm not addressing the Braves right now.
Jeff, how tall are you? Seriously.
About 6'3". Just short. 6'2.5". 6'2.5".
Just because looking at him at the center spot, he's not as tall as I would have thought at the center spot.
To be a 4-time All-Pro.
I was a dynamite, small package. You know what I mean?
I remember. Hey, we got to do this guy right here. I remember when they came back on us late in the fourth quarter, the Monday night game. I go out the game. We're up by like 100.
Yeah.
I get in the locker room. I'm showering. The trainers come running in because I'm hurt. They like, Gruden wants you back out there. I'm like, what happened? They came back. I'm like, I can't help them right now. Man, I got a quad this big. No, Yeah, I was looking at you walk by just now. I was like, how tall is Jeff?
I was as round as I was tall when I was playing. Pretty much how that shook out. I wasn't you don't look at me and just scream athlete. You know what I mean? But I'm three syllables.
You did pretty good. Four-time All-Pro.
Playing with Kevin in Kevin Y.
Yeah.
Kevin just seemed like he was 6'5" or something. He was just so big, man.
Yeah. No, I think he's a 6'4"-ish guy. We were all when we were all playing, there were no like.
See, Jeff Christie seemed big to me too.
Yeah, nah. You think about like whether it was Mawai, myself, you had Matt Burke, you had Olin Kreutz. Like we were all. Burke was probably the biggest.
Olin Kreutz was swole.
But we were the same size. Like we were.
Really?
Yeah, we're the same size. But like Burke is the tallest of all of us. So like when we were all, because we all kind of rotated Pro Bowls and kind of all that stuff, because everybody was really good at one time. But we were all the same. Kreutz and I were almost identical, like size wise, all that kind of thing.
You guys have watch collections.
Why did he look
from
bigger
Peyton?
though? What was it, the uniform or something?
Yeah, man, that white on white, it's not the prettiest with the Colts. You know what I mean? For a lineman, we're not.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Get it.
And we were all, and listen,
like a
in all
marshmallow.
honesty, all of our linemen, we were much more athletic linemen. We were zone style, so we didn't have our tackles were big dudes.
Yeah,
but our guard,
Tarek was.
Yeah,
Tarek was wide.
Yeah. He's a 330 guy. And then Ryan Dean, he was 330.
Pretty good offensive line, though.
Yeah, he's going to the Ring of Honor.
Pretty well.
He's going to the Colts Ring of Honor in a couple of weeks.
Tarek
Glenn is.
Is he?
Yeah, he deserves it. He's a 6-time Pro Bowl, and that was back when they had some freaking dudes at tackle.
See the numbers that James put up. I mean, there's a reason for that too.
You know what I mean, everybody else is going to the Hall of Fame. We just we overlook all the offensive linemen. Don't worry about that. We'll put all the special guys in.
So let's talk about a position people care about. Okay,
Let's do that.
Which team, Jeff, is what we've been talking about, needs another receiver to put them over the top?
Ooh, that's a good question. Probably the Packers would be the one. And listen, the problem for me is I think the Packers at the end of the season are going to be really good. But they're teetering. If they're going to throw the ball, I think they beat themselves against the Giants. I think they ran the ball 8 times in the second half and threw it 17. Like when you have a lead, like they didn't play it smart. But if you're going to play that style of football, you're going to have to complement that. And I don't think their receivers right now are at the point where you're going to put games in their hands or it's going to look the way it has, which is a bit sluggish and not quite what you expect out of Green Bay. But that would be probably the one that you would say is in the most need for an impact player right at this moment.
Can the Giants use one? 30 seconds, so I got left.
Nah, I mean, yeah, they can, but I don't. I mean, I think the Giants everything's running through Barkley, and that's not going to change. You know what I mean? And I think the way that Dable plays his offense, he's going to spread the ball around. Like, do you think a true one is going to make that much difference?
I would love to hear more of it, but we